The world needs to act now to prevent the worst effects of climate change. But in addition to preventing the worst effects, many climate scientists say it's important as well to adapt and mitigate the worst of climate change, since we're going to be stuck with at least a certain degree of warming this century. Here to talk about plans Florida should take is climate scientist and CEO of the Climate Adaptation Center in Sarasota, Bob Bunting. Climate adaptation, well, who better than the CEO of the Climate Adaptation Center? Right in the name, easy.
Well, I don't know how easy it is, but
it takes a little work. It definitely takes a little work, but that's what we're here to talk about. And we have first, you were giving me reasons why climate adaptation and mitigation is important and why it's also important to do it at a regional level, even though it is a worldwide problem. Let's talk a little about that.
Well, as you mentioned, we're stuck with climate warming now for at least the next 100 years. And that means our only real activity now that we can do and must do is adapt to and learn how to live with climate warming, because we're going to have to do that. So in order to do that, we need to have a regional approach to our issues here in our local area, from hurricanes and sea level rise and increasing heat and all those things that are happening. So that's a very important aspect, and the Climate Adaptation Center is trying to help our community adjust to that in a regional way. So I really believe that we're now at the beginning of the adaptation process, and we're starting to get to that point where we need to raise the roads, we need to make sure we have good evacuation plans to deal with a different climate than we grew up with when we were kids. Our climate now is much different now, and it's rapidly changing.